If you've been learning to play the harmonica, you might be wondering, where do you actually stack up? Well, in this video, I'm going to share the 7 levels of harmonica players so you can see where exactly you are in the process and how you get from your level to the next level and the next level until eventually you're just a really amazing player. So let's go jump into it. For level 1, you're an excited beginner. Maybe you just got your first harmonica. Maybe it's something decent, or maybe it's like a Fender harmonica, and you're just trying to figure it out. See if you like this thing or not. And you go on the internet and you're like, I'm going to learn how to play Piano Man. You can probably do something like something simple like that, right? But actually playing this like a real instrument is not quite something you can do at this point, but you're watching a lot of videos, you're excited, and with enough time, you move on to level 2. At level 2, you are the struggling explorer. This is where you're at if you are just starting to pick up the harmonica in a serious way. At this point, you're actually trying to contend with how to play single notes, so going from like this to just clean notes. Okay, and you realize you got to get those clean notes to actually start making music, and it's not that easy to pick up for some people. You're also probably at the point where you're watching some bending tutorials and you're aiming to get one of your holes to do this. But when you go try it, you have a hard time getting the reed to move at all, and it feels pretty difficult, maybe even impossible, and you wonder how players who are better than you can just bend so easily and so quickly. Well, this doesn't last forever. Eventually, you do figure it out, but it's a bit of a process getting there. At this level, maybe you are watching some tutorials on YouTube and you're learning some things like the 12-bar blues and maybe some like simple riffs that don't have bends. This stage is a lot of fun, but it's also the point where you start realizing that, hey, this harmonica thing might actually be kind of hard. Well, with enough time and practice, you move on to level 3. At level 3, you are the slowly improving player. You're starting to get what harmonica playing is. You start picking up more harmonicas. Maybe at this point, you started getting at least the 5 main keys, which are going to be G, A, B flat, C, and D. So you started picking up some new harmonicas, starting to experiment maybe with different harmonica brands or different harmonica comb types. Like there's harmonicas that have a wood comb, harmonicas that have a plastic comb, and you're just starting to try some things and see what you actually like. And this is the level that you're probably starting to deal with scales potentially, and you're trying to go and practice these and get better. So maybe you're learning the major scale or one of the second position scales. As far as bends, those are coming along, but they're not perfect yet. You can probably hit your bends, but using them in music is still a bit of a challenge. You're learning some blues riffs, some short songs, but like full songs, like actually classic blues songs, those are probably a little too hard for you at this point. So my biggest suggestion, if you're at level 3 and this is kind of where you're at and you have a hard time getting past this, because this is where a lot of players get to, is you really work on the scale practice that I mentioned earlier. So you learn your scales, you practice them with a metronome, and you speed them up. This is the start. It's not everything you need to do, right? But it's one of the most important exercises in the way that I think about getting better on harmonica, because the scales give you practice with your single notes. They give you practice hitting your bends. They help you play faster and, more importantly, in time, even with faster music. And it's a great way to get ready for the real game of harmonica, which is improvising and serious song learning. So those are the 2 directions that most players go into. Usually everyone does a little bit of both, right? But some people have like major focuses in improv or major focuses in song learning. But both of those things require solid mechanical skills. So I would say scale practice here is one of the best things that you can do to move on to the next level. And if you want to learn how to do this and get the tab so you can try it as well, go check out my scale cheat sheet. It's free and in the description. So with a good amount of practice on your bends, your single notes, just learning new things and frankly time, you move up to level 4. At level 4, you are a competent learner. You're still on the path to getting better, but this is starting to make sense. As far as your harmonica collection, it's probably grown by now. Most players on their journey of trying out new harmonicas. Eventually we'll get those 5 keys that I talked about previously, but after that, you're like, you got to pick up all the rest of the keys, right? All the half steps. So instead of a G and an A harmonica, maybe you get like the G sharp harmonica or an A flat, depending on how it's labeled. And so you start picking up all of the 12 main keys of harmonicas just to see what they feel like, because the different keys actually feel a little bit different to play. So at this point, you're probably experimenting with these things. Maybe you've even picked up a low harmonica or even a harmonica with an alternate tuning. You're just trying to get an understanding of what you actually like in terms of the harmonica. And by this point, you've probably picked up enough harps that you're starting to build some preferences as far as what kind of harmonicas that you like, what brand, what comb material. You're starting to find your favorites and ones that you really just don't like at all. Now, skill-wise, your bends are working most of the time. It takes a long time to really develop pinpoint control of your bends, but at this point, you're probably getting a grasp on them and they're starting to actually sound good in your music. Your single notes are probably very clean at this point, but in the long-term like path of this thing, you're still figuring it out, right? Maybe you've started improvising at this point, playing over backing tracks, and you're starting to get the hang of it. It's fun, but you also feel like maybe your playing is a little basic, or you just don't really know what to do, but you're at least showing up to try it anyways. And at this point, maybe you're trying to learn some songs, whether this is through a course or a book, or actually just going and studying the classic blues songs that everyone knows, the songs like Juke and stuff. You're probably at least trying this at this point. Now, I'm just going to be real with you. Level 4 is the cap for many harmonica players because it takes a lot of practice and effort and time to get to level 5. So usually when you're at level 4, you need some sort of a push. You need a teacher, you need a course, or you need like some sort of internal like study plans and stuff that you can follow to actually get you over the hard stuff. Because let's just be real, in music, it's really hard to move forward unless you focus on your weaknesses, and it just doesn't feel good to focus on your weaknesses. So having someone or something that pushes you through that is really how you move past level 4. Because if you don't have that, it's easy to be stuck here for a long time. Just keep watching YouTube videos and you can have fun here, but eventually the motivation starts to fade. Now, if you want my main suggestion on how I can help you with this, go check out my Start Soloing program. It's affordable and it will show you how to get into improvising and how to use improvising to practice your skills. And if you can figure just that out, you can easily use this as a methodology to move to really high levels of harmonica playing. So eventually, with enough time and practice, you move on to level 5. Let's talk about level 5, the solid player. So at this level, your skills are working, okay? Your bends are working. You're able to hit the right pitches. Your single notes work all of the time. You rarely ever make mistakes. And you're really just able to show up and do something with your harmonica, whether that is improv, whether that is learning songs. You're starting to get the hang of one of these lanes and you're actually making progress. And you feel like if someone asks you, hey, you play harmonica, play something for me, you can just do it. And you don't have to second guess yourself. You can just play something that sounds cool. Now, at this level, you can actually start showing up in the world with your harmonica. Maybe there is some sort of an open jam. Well, you feel like, hey, you know what? I can actually participate in that, right? Maybe you might want to play at an open mic or something like that. Now, at this level, like playing with a full blues band or going up at an open blues jam, these things might still seem a little intimidating, maybe a little bit beyond you, but you realize, hey, I'm on the path and I'll be able to get there eventually. And maybe you can even try it at this level. As far as knowledge-wise, you're probably playing in first, second, and third positions. You maybe have even tried like a couple alternate tunings, so you're starting to get the idea of like the different ways that people can play harmonica, and you are at least starting to make some progress on the really hard skills like the vibrato and overblows. Like these things, they take players a long time. And level 5 is, if you put in the work, this is where a lot of players end because it's really satisfying. But if you keep showing up, especially with the practice, then you can move on past this level. And one thing I really want to be clear about this is that a lot of players will get to a place where they feel competent and then they will plateau and then eventually fizzle out because they stop applying a challenge. You know, at some point, even as you're getting like a lot better, you have to really challenge yourself to move forward. It's not easy, right? Usually at this level, you're going to need something external to push you past this point. And usually at this point, self-study and courses don't cut it that much anymore. Usually, if you're a solid player, you're going to need to work with an actual teacher to get you past your specific roadblocks and move on to the next level of playing. But at level 5, you've pretty much made it. You're enjoying the harmonica, you can play the game, and you're having a lot of fun. You have a bunch of harmonicas, and you feel like you can actually maybe jam with people. So this is a really solid place to be. All right, level 6 is the confident performer. This is the level that you get to when you've really pushed past what you thought were previously your limits, and now you're really just starting to get the harmonica in a lot of different ways because playing is starting to feel natural. All of your skills are working. You have a good vibrato, right? And you're able to play music that is decently difficult. Now, let's talk about song learning, because this is one of the things that I think really divides players who are below this level and who are at this level and above. Players who are at level 6 probably at this point have a process to learn songs, and you're starting to actually build a repertoire of music that you know, right? The way that I approach this is by using transcription programs. So these are programs that allow you to take a song and slow it down and divide it into bite-sized chunks and actually go and learn this, right? Now, at this level, maybe you have a process like that. Maybe you approach this differently, but you're starting to actually get the hang of learning difficult music, and you're finding that learning difficult music is moving you forward. As far as improvised playing, you've gotten past the point where your playing just feels kind of basic, and it actually feels good. You're actually coming up with some unique ideas, and you're using all of your techniques, and you're starting to feel like a really serious player. And then we get to performing, because at this level, you're probably at least comfortable with performing. There's a nuance here that I want to explain, right? Not every harmonica player needs to perform. Like, you do not need to be a performer to be a musician. I want to be very clear about that. But when you get to this level of skill, you're probably going to want to perform, right? You're going to want to go on stage at blues jams. You're going to want to join a band and play shows on the weekends. If you really are good at this thing, you're going to want to show up in the world and meet other people who are good at their own instruments and actually start just playing the game of being a performer. So you don't need to, but you should be able to and feel comfortable with that experience at this point. And maybe at level 6, you might be doing something else with your playing. Maybe you're making recordings and posting them on Facebook. Maybe you are learning difficult cover songs or something like that. But usually players at level 6, they have projects that they're working on, and they have actual events to show up and do something harmonica related at. So that's generally where you are if you are a confident performer. And it takes a little bit of work and a lot of time to move up to level 7. So at level 7, you're a virtuoso. I mean, seriously, you're able to pick up your harmonica and play it like you're speaking, like you're singing through your instrument. And at this level, the harmonica really just feels like a natural extension of your voice. You're able to express yourself with it. And you've moved past the place of worrying about techniques and worrying about your sound. You're just showing up and doing your thing and expressing yourself. Now, just like level 6, you probably have projects, but you're probably also engaged with harmonica at a deeper level, like you're in a touring band or you are teaching students. Most players who get to level 7 feel the desire to share this with other people because it's a lot of fun. So when you're a virtuoso at harmonica, you can just pick up your harp and play it and just feel like you're having a great time, and you just stop worrying about all the things that held you back previously. And at this point, you know all of the different options that you have. You've probably tried all the harmonica keys and all the harmonica positions, including the extra ones that we don't talk about a lot, like 4th position, 5th position, 12th position. You probably know how to overblow, okay? You probably have tried alternate tunings, and you really get how to play the harmonica in multiple different ways and in multiple different styles, because at this level, the harmonica is just an extension of your voice, and you're probably doing something really fun with it. The challenge once you get to the high end here at being a virtuoso is like, what do you do from here, right? So this is where setting up projects and joining groups and stuff is really how you keep that motivation going for many years after you've hit this level. Because for a lot of players, like when you're really, really solid, that's where some of the energy can start to dwindle because you're not working on things anymore. But this is really just where you need to show up into the world, share your playing, or help the next generation of harmonica players start to figure this thing out. So those are the 7 levels of harmonica players. What level are you currently at? And just a reminder, the way that you move from the level that you're at to the next level, in my opinion, it starts with scale practice. And if you want to get the tabs in the process, go check out my scale cheat sheet. It is down below in the description. And if you want to learn to improvise from me, I have a 3-day workshop called Start Soloing. It's very affordable and you can check it out. The link is in the description as well. So that's it for this video. Let me know where you're at, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.